case, if we can see Frosty be that leader, as we know he is, he's, you know, a bit of a responsibility to juggle not only getting kills, but I would assume a bit of an IGL role for him also. But if he can find a way to get to that shock and start making plays, then, you know, maybe Formal won't find the opportunities he needs. Either way, this could be the last game in the series. And look who's already got the shock.
It is Formal, but great trade there by Serial. It's going to be 2 dead for each team momentarily. Taquin, he's going to pick up this sword and kind of just play slow here. I like this play out of him. He doesn't really have any teammates to assist. They're all kind of across the map. Makes the play down bottom. It might be good because there's no one in sight to help Ubernick. He's going to go down. Great play by Taquin. He's got to play that ball off. They should have played it to the left, but regardless, gets that kill, and he can solidify some control here as his teammates are around.
I mean, no need to play it at all, right? Maybe just sit in the back of the elevator, get a setup going. Somebody's got to be holding the ball in this situation, though, right? Ubernick dead. It's a 4v3. Get some time. Scrappy as it may be, you can see Taquin now in trouble. He'll drop it, pull the sword out, come back for the kill on the Covent. A little more time maybe he can pick up off of this too. You can see Vito dead, but they still got the setup.
This is good for his confidence here. That is Taquin, you know, just being in a position where he's already 2-0. He's got a power weapon in hands, and this rotation also very, very solid. Looks like the push may come from the upward glass area, so he tries to rotate it towards Frosty. Covent's there. Can Covent get the 2 kills? I'm not sure. He gets in the back once, but ends up picking up this sword, and this could be huge for Team Formal and a big chunk of time.
Definitely Covey to come and clean up Serial as well. Sword out, and he'll jump and dodge the melee, get a double. And because of it, look at the opportunity he's given his team. They can get a ball set up. Team Frosty at a deficit in numbers. They cannot afford to be too aggressive. And Kovic get a hold down top control with a line of sight as well. This could be quite a bit of time if they win.
That was a really, really big kill. Another one on a Kovic once again. The defense is holding for now. The repulsor to dodge, but unfortunately, Vito's going to clean him up. And again, the ball player is going to go down as well. That ball does not get played though, and maybe doesn't need to, but looks like Team Frosty starting to collapse on it.
Almost a sick escape out of Covent, though, by the way. He could have actually reached this platform with that repulsor jump. Would have been nuts if he somehow managed to reach it and then get out of the fight. Either way, he distracted for quite a period of time because of it. That was 53 points on the board for Team Formal, but now 40 for Frosty as they look to turn a setup of their own. Frosty does have the shock here. The play making opportunity this man has is exactly what we talked about coming into this game. Frosty needs to go off, and he's doing exactly that.
That he is, and this is very, very good for us because this looks like we're going to more games. And he continues this run, killing spree out of him, and continuing to slay out. He's going to get another one, almost does. Formal down to no shields there, but Frosty 9-3 to start this game so far. But look who has the shock rifle in hands.
Formal with zero hesitation, just beeline through center mat to get to Frosty. By the way, he ended up getting the kill and catching him no shields. So just the confidence out of him to off of spawn. I mean, Frosty gonna do the same, right? They'll face off again, and they'll trade blows here. Shock now down. Elamite Warrior with quite the angle to cover the ball, but pretty close in scoreline here. We'll get to it.
Yeah, and maybe we see something happening here. I mean, Frosty's starting to pop off. His tournament is on the line, or at least not the tournament, but, you know, the first place spot is on the line. Taquin, great shots out of him. He's going to get shot in the back, though. Not aware of it. Frosty's going to get that kill. Coven tries to stay alive, but he might get pushed here. He has that shock rifle, so his life very, very important. Vito playing his life really well as well. Repulsor. Oh, he sticks him on the head, and he doesn't die.
I don't know what quite. I think what he repulsed him a little too high, so he didn't go far enough to fall off. I mean, either way, Vito, what a play to get the stick and then live in that situation. And what an attempt at a COVID to kill him either way. The game continues. Uber Nick, I think he might have just got the burn in time. You'll see Vito fly over the camo, does not have one to grab. He does have the shock, though.
Once again, I mean, Frosty has his back against the wall. Formal does not. Look at the difference in kills out of these two players. Frosty continuing on a tear. That's his second killing spree in the game so far. The 1v1 versus Matt tries to take the angle, but Matt says no. And Kovic gets a kill of his own. Another trade as well. 3 dead momentarily for Team Frosty. Elamite Warrior trying to just play some defense as his teammate gets that ball.
Both teams just trading blows at this point. Can they get to the ball in this setup? That's a big trade over to A. The rest of the team, they're all pushing through pipes and collapsing together. And that's the teamwork we need to see at a Team Frosty if they're going to shut down these setups early. Koven going to try to stay alive here too. The fact that he lived, look at the damage that he's putting on as he just doubles back and forth into this, shots in a ninja, and gets help with the kill. You got Frosty, who's right beside him though, and Frosty still finding ways to clutch up.
Taquin was trying to rotate that ball towards A, but his teammates were there to assist, so doubled back, and Vito gets some great shots onto Formal, taking him down, so they can get some ball time here. And look, they only need 6 seconds left. This is going to be a close one. Nick goes down as well. Vito trying to get the kill and gets the trade. That's all you need, and that's going to be round number 1 going to Team Frosty.
We talked about it before the game. Look at the scoreline out of Frosty there before we jump into round 2. Tim, it was 20-5 out of Frosty. The man needs to make plays. He's not about to let his team get 3-0'd as we jump into round 2 here. There's still plenty of game left to play. Can they keep that momentum up?
I want to focus on Formal. I mean, this man, he had a rough first round. If he can pick it up this round, there's a potential that we go to a round number 3. He's got the shock rifle, so he's trying to make something happen here. That ball's still going to be in play in front of B. Spawns come out onto C, but an aggressive push here. Can he stay alive? No. Great job by Frosty with a slide to clean up the kill.
It's NSG Serial, actually, who does slide in. Maybe Frosty got the cross match somehow, but the teamwork, I think, is so huge, too, right? Just to get the timing to push in, to distract Formal. Have Frosty with, look at that line sight cross map, so you know he's just got his angle onto Attic. Vito going to try to push, but not aware of the camoed Elamite, ready to challenge. Vito does get the death stick, and because of it, they can start to turn the setup in their favor. Frosty, now he has shot.
He's watching for those A spawns. All of his teammates are on the glass side. They get a kill onto Uber Nick. Elamite Warrior, though, gets a double. So now Frosty's in a position where he knows the push is coming. Koven pushes a little bit too early, but it doesn't matter. Gets the kill. Taquin's going to clean that one up. And Elamite Warrior gets another kill on the board. So great job by Team Formal to kind of get these cleanup kills, but they were 3 dead momentarily.
Elamite didn't hesitate to get to that ball, but Serial not going to hesitate to get to pipes. They'll both trade. Ball going to sit down once again. You got Matt in position to help the escort as they try to turn some form of scrappy setup. Taquin, what can he do? Does not pick up the Mangler, by the way. Mistake number 1. Probably should have grabbed it. Either way, we'll see if he can make this flank work. Right beside Koven. Melee going to come in. That ends up being a backstab for Koven. He's trying to bob and weave his way around this whirlpool area, but it looks like that ball will get out with Elamite.
Vetoed in this battery area. The grapple is in front of him. He's also got a shock rifle up as well. Frosty has to get this kill onto Formal here, and he does. That's going to secure him the equipment and the power weapon potentially, but Elamite Warrior, another big trade out of him. So those power weapons and that equipment are still up for grabs right now. Serial, you know, inching his way towards the bush here. Ubernick is weak. Great job on that timing. It gets Formal as well, and this is the push they needed. They're going to be able to solidify some time here. They've got to be careful of spawns. That A side is open.
Another hold opportunity here, though, for Team Frosty, and they've got a perfect setup for it, too. You got 2 up in Attic. You got Frosty covering the doorway over to pipes. The enemy team on the opposite side of the map looking for 1 kill to break through, but Frosty not going to allow it. Koven going to go down in a 2v1, and that ball going to rotate over to Elevator. So Team Frosty, the teamwork coming out here in Game 3, you can see they've woken up.
It is beautiful. Ubernick's the last guy alive. He's got a shock rifle in hand. You saw the glint there. Serial going to continue to rotate. Elamite Warrior on that danger box. I like this rotation, though. It's really, really solid. But this 1v1 must be won, and Koven is the one to win it. 3 dead for Team Frosty. Ubernick has to stay alive as well. They need those numbers. And Taquin's got to be careful here. There's multiple players to deal with. Can he win this fight? He's looking for it, and Ubernick doing a great job of playing his life, getting the shots, and he gets the shot and gets the kill as well.
And that is massive for Team Formal. They still have the ball. They're still looking for scrappy time. Formal will play it. 2 do die, though. Ball going to be reset, but the fact that he played it might give Team Formal a chance to set up around it and stop this early rotation. You can see how quickly Vito has gotten to it. Going to try to get out, too. And because he has lived, that is more... Oh, wait, why'd he go back? Not sure he should have doubled back there. He got ripped immediately.
is going to pick up that ball. Frosty, shock rifle in hand. Scary thing to see. Formal challenging him across map anyway. So much confidence, but it does not pay off that time. Lots of kills on the board for Team Frosty right now. This is definitely a different Team Frosty than we saw those first 2 games. And he's just holding this top area right here. I like the play by Elamite. He's kind of holding that angle. He maybe has some information. It does not matter, though. Another killing spree. Frosty really popping off in this game. 10 and 5 in this round alone.
Frosty still putting work in. You can see they're trying to rotate that ball, keep it away from them. They will tie up the score because of it. A much scrappier round 2 we've had. Nobody getting any type of long-standing control. Maybe that'll change, though. You can see Vetoed Serial. They're going to collapse over to Elevator, ball in hand, and Frosty in a great position to defend it, assuming he can look away from that flashing electric. What is that, by the way?
I don't know.
Give me a seizure. I don't know.
Like, was that a light show or something?
Yeah, like there's an extra layer of distraction right there just to make it more difficult for the enemy.
Some great shots, great double kill. Now the push is open, the lanes are open. Oh my gosh, Vetoed has stuck like 4 people in this game alone, and there's such big sticks because they're quelling push after push after push, and he's gonna get that ball and he's rotating it towards his team. Great plays by Vito right there. I mean, that could be the game-winning stick right there.
Punching upward. Oh, okay. The melee still connects at an Elamite, but Vito looking for style there to close things out. He does get 83 for the team. Serial very quick to collect it. Coven gonna try to flank, and I wonder if they're gonna hear the sprint from down below. But they are running out of time to make an impact here. Final 10 seconds, and Frosty is coming, looking for kills. Coven gonna swat away 2 almost. Taquin does get him, and the ball, where did it go? They're at 95.
Oh my word. 3 dead momentarily for Team Frosty. Ball still not picked up. Some great kills by Covent there, but they're gonna pick up the ball anyway. Elamite's gonna intelligently rotate it. Oh my word. That is absolutely insane. 2-0 for Team Frosty, and this is the game they needed because now they get to extend their series. We got a series on our hands right now. We could potentially go to a game 5. Be back into that shortly. I'm excited to see if possibly Team Frosty can come back from this 0-2 deficit. We're gonna start 2-0 with Formal being up 2-0, and they only have 7 minutes to play. So we'll keep an eye on that clock.
So this clock will end at the 5-minute mark. And depending on the score, we'll decide, you know, how overtime and everything else works, etc. In the meantime, what matters most is, can Frosty and team find a way to bounce back in this reset? You can see Frosty already has rockets, and he's getting kills with them as well. This is a perfect start. This is the opportunity they needed.
All 4 dead. Frosty taking control of that middle area. Look at him looking for the spawns here. They're going to spawn in that shotgun side. 1 is already through. That's going to be Uber Nick. Unfortunately, he was alone. He got taken care of quickly. Frosty on the game sense to know those dynamos are going to be up shortly. Elamite Warrior's going to pay because of it. The cap goes through. Frosty, they get a cap on the board. It's going to be 2-1.
What a turnaround. We talked about this, right? Maybe that reset can help Vetoed and team to kind of just take a breather and come back with a renewed sense of confidence. There's clearly confidence in the gameplay of Frosty here, but you can see that no matter how much confidence you have, the teamwork will win it in the end of the day. One gonna fly through, deal with Taquin. Covent now gonna look for his opportunity.
He's gonna have the Bulldog. 3 down for Team Frosty. Frosty, though, the last one alive. That's the scary one that is left alive here. I like this play, Alex. He's coming into BR. He's got a Bulldog as well to work with. See that most of them are stuck inside of that tree. We're going to play pretty aggressively here. This is a kill for Serial, but he cannot get it. Covent with a clutch kill.
Covent will turn and burn Serial, and because of it, he's still up. Still has presence in BR, just looking for numbers, looking for info here. Vito did pick up a clutch kill. He can chase this one down. Looks like he'll do just that. It's Taquin. Taquin is running. He can't hide, though. And look what he can turn this into, too. You can see multiple targets out front of him. You got Vito's little 1v1. Vito will win it this time. And can they use that to break away? Uber Nick, though, he collects the OS.
Yeah, that's a big perfect out of him. Gets that overshield, and now going to be pushing in this locker side. But look at the nades coming through. Those spike grenades are deadly. His OS is completely nullified there. Gonna switch gears over to Serial, who's pushing Ubernick. Ubernick's down to no shields. 2 dead for Team Frosty. Ubernick stays alive here. It could be even better. His teammates are there to help him, but unfortunately, there's not a lot of communication here. He does stay up, though. 3 dead again for Team Frosty, and Serial still the last man alive inside this locker.
Taken. Serial's just gonna anchor. You see his teammates out front of him. That one a line of sight, too. He puts damage in because of it. That does keep the flag in play. I think they are relaying it through. You got Serial who's going to go all the way to the back of the base, get a pull of his own. And because of it, how far can he get? You can see the spawners up in the alley to try to cut him off. Serial's still making progress, but there is that split spawn we talked about in the locker. It was Elamite this time.
Yep, gotta be aware of all those spawns. There was almost 4 dead again for Team Formal, but they weren't blocking that locker spawn. Frosty has to stay alive here. The dynamo grenades are up. Of course, he tries to use them, but Formal pops through, gets the kill. Tokwin has a rocket. He has no ammo, so he's gonna end up going down as well. And Colvin, he's gonna have to make a play here, but he goes down. Just trade after trade, Alex. That flag is in the middle.
Aqua was hoping to scare them with the empty rockets. I don't know if you've ever done that before. Just flash the rocket launcher and then they back off. They're like, oh, he's gonna shoot.
Right.
Didn't quite work that time. Instead, he will die again on a bit of a cycle here. You can see Formal now taking his opportunity to push up. Ubernick gonna get taken by Vito. To Formal, I think, left by his lonesome in the base. Vito not. He will turn for it. He's actually not alone. He's got a 2-man push in the back of the base. Vito here to stir things up, but he'll die to Elamite, and it's that 2-man teamwork that is working so efficiently to get the flag out.
Yeah, Formal, great job by him to stay alive in that situation. And Serial, he's going to spawn on that locker side, gets the death nade onto Elamite, so that's going to stall things just a bit as Coven is the last man alive. And look at this, Frosty has his overshield, so this could be a little bit of a counter cap because of the over-aggression of Team Formal. But Frosty going to play this smart, looking for these spawns, maybe just kind of drawing some attention. That nade comes through. Can he get the kill on the Formal? No! Formal with a ginormous kill onto Frosty. Serial, the last man alive for that squad.
Frosty coming out with the mind games there, throwing the flag, getting the drop slide in for the challenge, but despite the bobbing and weaving, it didn't matter, right? Formal iced up, still got the kill, got the defense. They're now on the offense here. You can see Formal up with Coven. Going to continue to apply pressure to spawns. Vito does die. Coven with an opportunity for this flag. Where does he take it? Split spawners we're going to see on the map, right? We got a couple that will overextend through Rocket's side. Coven just going to worry about continuing to get kills. I think he's down numbers here too.
Playing this slow, he does have a cross. Coven, unfortunately, going to die on their side of the map. That's going to be 2 dead for Team Formal. And Ubernick, he knows that he's in trouble here. I like the play to kind of back off. He's got Matt Formal there with him. Here comes the push from Taku with a Needler. Unfortunately, not going to connect any of those. He does get that kill, actually, onto Elamite Warrior with that. Ubernick going to be in trouble, maybe calling for some help. It's a 3v3. Doesn't look like any push is forming just yet, but Vito, he's got to deal with him in the front of this tree side.
The worry here for me, Tim, is remember the settings that we're on right now, right? It's a 2-1. Currently, the timer ends at 5 minutes. There's only 1:15 left on this timer, so assuming that is the rule we're sticking with, Team Frosty, they gotta act quick. So that kill on Ubernick is the opening they might need. You got Frosty, who is still alive up top rocks. Rocket's about to spawn OS as well. This is the push for the game right here, Tim. No pressure is what I meant to say, but we'll see what they do.
We'll see. Vito has the OS. They know that the time is counting down. 48 seconds left in this game. Vito has to make a play here. He's got the overshield. He's got to be the first one that goes in. He is going to slide in. No beatdown comes through. He gets one. Almost gets the second. And Serial is there to clean it up. But now they've got to make a play on that flag. And he's the only one in position. Actually, Frosty is there. Frosty's going to grab that. But watch. Ubernick is on those rockets. And Formal gets the flag spawn. But they spawn on Thruster. Can they pull that flag through?
Serial saw Formal, and he went all in for the fight because he knew if he killed him, he would stop the biggest player on the team. But the fact that he died is a bane for them instead. Wait a sec, the flag got touched. Who picked it up? Frosty, did he grapple or something? He's got one grapple on him. I don't know how he got to the flag so quickly, but it is still in play, and it's still bottom mid. We're down to 5 minutes, but this should be a sudden death. This needs to keep going because Frosty, he is not stopping.
He just got a triple kill, and I believe...
Wait. You should not just end it at 5 like that, because
No, the flag was out, but
Flag was out. That should be sudden death rules. I understand that they said stop the match at minute 5, but I hope that you didn't just... Oh, no, Tim.
uh-oh.